Welcome to Tier Fun. I'm Andrew, your guide through Modern, and today we've got a deck that everyone knows. You either love it or you hate it, or you're somewhere in between. So I guess maybe that was not a true statement. But it's Affinity. Robots. Beep boop. We are here to attack you. You know the drill with this deck by now. So I'm all about playing a whole lot of artifacts that synergize together. Some of them are crappy, like Memnite or Ornithopter. Some of them are great, like Cranial Plating, Arcbound Ravager, Steel Overseer. But essentially, we want to vomit out our hand early to make the rest of our deck get function. So it's an explosive, aggressive deck that has resiliency in the form of redundancy, essentially. And basically, every threat becomes lethal once you have a Cranial Plating. It's a fairly stock list, except I have Thorn of Amethyst in the side. I haven't seen any lists running that. So I'm testing out Thorn of Amethyst. A lot of people have 2 anti-storm cards. I've been seeing 2 Eidolon of Rhetorics. But I have decided to try out Thorn of Amethyst as one of those. So the thing we're looking for with an Affinity hand is an acceleration piece and a payoff piece, essentially. And we've got a payoff card, but we don't have an accelerant. I think this hand's too slow, and I think we can do better on 6. I think this hand's all right. I think we do keep it. I don't really want to go to 5, though this is a deck that you can certainly do it. But on the draw, I'm okay keeping this. We do need to get into scry into a land or a Mox Opal or an Ornithopter, but we have 3 payoff cards essentially. It's really just 2, but always face. Really just 1. I mean, these guys are payoff cards, but they're not really great with our hand. This is kind of a mulligan to 5. Ooh, we're keeping that there. Always face, well met, good sir, or madam, or anything. Well met, good opponent, I should say. Yeah, with a name like Always Face, you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. This is a burn opponent. And, well, we didn't keep the Vault Scourge hand, which would have been great. It's like our one of our best cards against burn. It's been a long time since I played Affinity. Actually, I started off my channel playing Affinity with my first couple of videos because that was the deck I was most comfortable with at the time. And I'd planned on playing it a whole lot more than I have been, but I figured today would be a pretty good time to play something more Tier 1. I think it's currently the most... I think it's A, the most played deck online, but B, also the most placed deck online. I think it's square at the top right now of the tier lists, which you know what they say, always play Affinity when everyone's expecting it, right? No one ever says that. Okay, well, it looks like we're playing against Dredge of all things, and they get our Galvanic Blast. Not that that really matters. We're just gonna try to be fast. I don't know if we're going to be fast enough though. They got their Brutality, got their Dredger into the graveyard, and we just kind of have to hope that they don't get a good Dredge. But they did get a good Dredge. They got a very good Dredge. They got an Amalgam, put a Conflagrate in the graveyard, which is a phenomenal card against us, especially our hand as is. So we need something good here. They got pretty lucky. Well, no, they mulliganed to 5, so I didn't see where they scried, but that was a good Dredge. They can obviously dredge better, okay, but, you know, they can obviously dredge worse, too. So, let's play Overseer. We get to attack him this turn? No, we don't. Boop. We do get to equip, and I'm going to equip to this one. Okay. Well, Conflagrate isn't going to be... Well, it could have wiped our board. I'm kind of surprised they didn't. Well, maybe they're just saving it for something better. They can certainly wipe our board now, and if they do that, we're essentially dead. This is a great card. This card makes me cry many sad, salty tears. We can safely concede after this, I believe. No, we can't because plating. I want to concede. That's so gross, but all right. We can actually start attacking in for a decent bit next turn. 5. So I think we're winning the race. 4 turns. 4 turns. 4 times 4. No, we're losing the race barely currently. And obviously they're leaving back an Acromeba to block, which is great for them. I could have blocked, but I mean, they're very favored to be able to return it. That's kind of what their deck does. Oh, Life of the Loam. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. So here I'm going to bait them into blocking. I hope they block anyways. Because I'm now planning on winning with this Inkmoth Nexus. Oh. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 2-turn clock. Unfortunate, they milled in Acromeba, so there's no longer a 2-turn clock. We need a Galvanic Blast here. Ugh, that's gross. Things were starting to perk. Okay, now we need Etch Champion. Etch Champion's a great draw, or Galvanic Blast. I think we're in a rough spot. Oh yeah, now they could have dredged back. Oh, yep, okay. This is not looking good, gang. Not looking good. Well, we can gain a lot of life. I guess that's what we're doing. Going to 1 here though. I'm back up to 7. Ugh. And they could essentially produce a flying blocker every turn. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're getting this one, gang. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we have to block here, right? Well, I mean, we're just dead, so let's get rid of the Acromeba and call it a day. This block leaves us 100% dead. We are dying here. This is my way of conceding. Oh, even better. I didn't even see the Rally of the Peasants. Well, let's let them connect. -3. Always face wins. Always wins. Okay, so I guess we want Grafdigger's Cage, but we don't have any other Graveyard Hate as presently constructed. That's kind of unfortunate. I guess I was hoping to fade this matchup. That's the only card I really want. I saw someone who had 4 Ravenous Traps in their sideboard, and I thought, maybe that's a little bit excessive. But if Dredge is the thing, it is not excessive. Not excessive at all. So we definitely want Grafdiggers. Etch Champions are alright as blockers. Whip Flare is essentially just getting rid of Necromebas. Which I think we can just grind through with Overseers and Master of Ethereums. Maybe we'll cut one Overseer just because it's a little bit slow. Yeah, wow. Thoughtseize is not the card we want. I could have cut a Galvanic Blast as well, but I think regardless of what we cut there, this is going to be a rough matchup. Feeling a little bit better today, by the way. So that's good. I guess we're keeping. It's not phenomenal. We have an Accelerant, Signal Pest, and Memnite, and also Overseer. Basically, we have Overseer is a payoff card. It's one of the slowest ones we have, but still a payoff card. And but we also have Signal Pest and Memnite, so we kind of get to go wide here. We have the go wide part of the strategy and the go tall part as well. So that's essentially why we're keeping this. Ooh, you know what? Let's play Steel Overseer turn 1. That's another reason to keep it. Turn 1 Steel Overseer is the best Steel Overseer. So we are losing out on some damage with Signal Pest, but over the long haul, this is going to get us a quicker kill. And in case you're wondering, this is a stone cold race. So we're gonna get down. We're gonna attack with this Ink Moth as well, because that's another way for us to win. Yoop. I guess that they got Summoning Sickness. No matter. For some reason, I thought we had Ink Moth turn 1. I guess not, though. That was poor sequencing on my part. So opponent should be at 2 poison right now. That might come back to haunt us. Abrupt Decay. Interesting. Wow, they milled Abrupt Decay and Nature's Claim? That's pretty rough for them. This matchup is very play, draw, go. Oh, it's brutal. Alright, so this is newly controlled. So let's bring this up to speed. Let's pump this one. So opponent, I think, sequencing aside, I mean, they're obviously just going to Ancient Grudge this anyways, but they should be at 6, I believe. I don't think I drew the Ink Moth. For some reason, my brain is not working back that many turns right now. But yeah, we're here now. So they don't have a single Dredger. Good. They have Ancient Grudge in the graveyard. Bad. Let's see what they're playing. Cathartic Reunion. Okay. Wow. So we might just end up winning this because Dredge just didn't get to do anything. Yeah, well, we're not doing much better ourselves. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna Ancient Grudge us here. So we're gonna not pump. I don't think there's a way we can burn all of our opals here and attack with both Nexuses. I think that's worth it. You usually like to save your opals for situations like there's an Arcbound Ravager on the field, but I think we want to just try to race here. So, well, it'll be interesting to see what they Ancient Grudge. I assume it's the Nexus, though. Could also be the Signal Pest. But I think I'm... Alright, Signal Pest. Interesting. Well, that means, nope. We don't attack with those. Just attack with these two. Do the old switcheroony on them. And now we've got lethal next turn. A little bit of a tricksy play we just made there, but I think that's gonna end up winning us this game. To be fair, opponent was in a rough spot, like a damned if they do, damned if they don't situation. Like the Signal Pest was representing a lot of damage over a lot of bodies. Oh, Bloodghast. Still doesn't get him there. They do get their amalgams. But we're flying. So unless they have a removal spell for our Ink Moth, I think we've done it. We did it. Okay. We could play this out, but I'm just gonna go for the win. Goon for the win here. Don't play it. Oh, they have something. Son of a butt. That's so bad. Oh, that's so good. Oh. So, oh, and they milled Dark Blast. That's real unfortunate. So yeah, we could have... I don't think there's a world where playing this Overseer was correct, but man, I mean, you just go for lethal. Like you got to make them have it. But man, does that feel bad. Still no Dredger in the graveyard. Oop, there it is. All right, and Conflagrate. Yeah, it was a. Let's see if they attack. If they attack, we're live to. No, we're still live to it because then we can attack with our Ink Moth next, or Blink Moths. They might not. Oh, they do have a land. Dang it! So they have access to Conflagrate too. So I could try to get in for 2, but then I'm pretty sure they just Conflagrate us. I think what I want to do instead is just force them to deal with my board with my flyer and my Overseer next turn. Oh, we were so close. This stings. Yeah. So even if we had the Ink Moth attacking every turn it could have, they'd be at 9 poison. Okay, so they milled the Dark Blast. That makes sense. Loaming it. Really could see a Galvanic Blast in our future. So I'm assuming they're Dark Blasting our Overseer. Which means we're still live to... Well, they could also Conflagrate my entire board here. Which is pretty good because it cuts us off of a mana too. Yep. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think we just lost here. Unless they shock themselves for no reason. Yeah, because we can draw a Galvanic Blast, but we don't have enough mana to put them to activate their Blink Moth as well. Yowza, that stings. Well, good games, opponent. They got us. I mean, Dredge is just a real bad matchup. So, sure, we could put all these Ravenous traps in. Let's say we do that and see what it looks like. Get rid of Thorn, probably Etch Chant. So I guess it's I mean, I guess this is Stormhate as well. So it's probably that. I think then we could go down and Dismember. Sideboard looks like that. Yeah. It is good against Storm. I don't know. I think we're going to keep up as is. That's just an unfortunate matchup for us to start with. Something to think about, though. I'm kind of really hoping we don't get the same exact person. No, Always Face. Always Face was the other guy. We lucked out. Alright. Hand is so close. So very close. It might just be a keep. No, I don't think it's a keep. 3 land. Luck. Both these cards do a whole lot better when there's things played before them. We're mulliganing. It's a little better. Yeah, we're just missing the payoff piece. This is good with Signal Pest, but I think we're looking for something a bit juicier. So Cranial Plating would be great. Ooh, what do we got here? Burn? Yep. What are we drawing next turn? Is Springleaf Drum. Alright. Of all the misses, that was a good miss. Bingo, bango, bongo. So we're gonna Galvanic Blast this Goblin Guide, but we're gonna let them hopefully draw us into another land. Goblin Guide. Oh man, we could really use a Signal Pest. Ooh, yeah. Not Signal Pest, Vault Scourge. The other pseudo 1-drop. Goblin Guide. Alright. Opponent is contemplating life, the universe, everything. And they've decided to move to the attack step. Where we will draw... Opal. Bleh. Alright. I hate you, Goblin Guide. You drew me nothing. So, next turn we're getting in for 1 real damage, 2 poison. And then the turn after we can get in for 4 poison. Oh, opponent's apologizing for the slow computer. Moto will get us all in the end. But I don't think they have to worry about being slow. This card is phenomenal against us. Yeah. Rough starts. We've had some rough game ones. Not nearly as rough as the practice match I played before this. Someone was playing Red White Burn, but they had main deck Wear Tears for some reason, which I thought was insane. Let's just jam into their Lava Man. I'm assuming they're going to get the Pest here, but they could also get an Ink Moth. Pest seems to be the best get. Our only hope is that we can outpace their Grim Lavamancer in terms of threats added to the board. So they let this trigger. Interesting. Okay, so they're just going to try to whittle me off of Ink Moths. That's an alright strategy. Let's see what they play this turn. Boros me. Yeah, that's a great turn for our opponent. That's a great turn for us. Alright. So, do we let them do the same old song and dance, or do we force them to... Let's do some math here. So we activate, they're going to kill the Ink Moth for sure. If they don't, they're probably going to kill the Signal Pest. 1, 2, 3. 3 a turn. Yeah, I think it's still correct. Let's play out the Blake Moth, though. It might have been correct to hold that information, but I'm over 100% there. You can't be over 100%. That's not possible, but I'm very confident they're going to get my Ink Moth here. Or maybe not. Interesting. Oh, they're going to face. So they just must have lethal. Boros Charm. Searing Blaze doesn't do it. Ooh, it's quite good. Searing Blaze Lightning Bolt. GG. Got me. The other Lightning Bolt. The one that only goes down. Alright, well, against Burn, we got Spell Pierce is decent. They don't usually run Artifact Hate like Rest in or Stony Silence, but if they do, this becomes great. Whip Flare's alright. Eidolon's so-so. Thorn of Amethyst is decent at delaying them, but I don't think we want it on the draw. We might want it on the play. We might want it on the draw. And I think we probably want Etched Champions over our Master Ethereums. I don't think I want Whip Flare. Really want to hand with Vault Scourge. I think I'm going to keep all the blasts. They're pretty good. We need to remove their early creatures. Maybe we cut Steel Overseers for... Well, how about we cut Mountain? That seems good. Yeah. Overseers are slowest. Well, Etched Champions are slowest, but it's also pretty good against their burn spells. Turn 2 Ravager. Man. So, the thing that separates the Great Affinity pilots from everyone else is knowing whether this hand is a keep or not against Burn. Okay, so turn 2 we attack for 2, play an Arcbound Ravager. Turn 3 we attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, 3. So that is a turn 4 kill. So I guess that means we do keep it. But it's not an exciting hand. Mox Opal. Mox Opal doesn't even make it all that much more exciting, I guess. Which in that case means I should 100% be keeping it. Sure. We're racing. Ooh, that's a good draw. So, like all racing matchups, when you're playing Affinity or when it's race versus race, play versus draw is very important. In Affinity, it's very, very, very important, play versus draw. A lot of the times, if you start keeping track, you'll drive yourself crazy because you'll see that, oh, if only I had one extra turn, if only I was on the play. Every good Affinity place I made at a tournament, I've won the coin flip more often than not. It's very important. If you're great at flipping coins legally, because don't get in trouble with the DCI, you should play Affinity. It's a great deck on the play. All right, so opponent's deciding whether or not to attack, which is great for us. We don't even really need to do anything. I want them to attack. I'm not going to block. We don't even need to do anything here. Next turn, we have plating, so we can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Though, if we draw an Etch Champion, I'm playing it. Ornithopter. Alright. Well, let's show them. We'll show them what we got. We're going to equip to Ornithopter. Well, it depends. If we expect them to be... If they have an artifact destruction effect, then we should equip it to not the Ravager. If they have anything else, Ravager is probably the best equip. But let's go. Yeah. We're gonna play the hope you don't have artifact destruction game. If they want to remove this with a burn spell, we can just pump it up. Is essentially what I'm saying here. And they're very favored to have a burn spell. Alright, so we're definitely sacrificing. They could be trying to bait us here, but I don't know. I don't think they are. We don't lose any damage either. So that part's good too. Alright, so now we're great. Let's see what they do. They have another burn spell? No. So they don't have another 1-mana burn spell. Yeah. So, game 1 is how burn wins. Game 2 is how we win, how the good robots win. Game 3. Do we want to switch anything up? I mean, because it is a race, maybe it is correct to leave in Master of Ethereum over Etch Champion. My reasoning for Etch Champion is, well, especially on the play, we probably wanted these in. On the draw, Etch Champion's a great blocker. It won't be removed. Can't be removed. Master of Ethereum can be removed by Destructive Revelry and the like. Yeah, I think we do want the champions back, the Masters in. It's just if I think it's a race, and as if you've listened to me talk at all this match, I think I said the word race like 50 times. So I should leave them in. And I think they're going to be priced into using their artifact destruction spells on my other stuff. Ooh, this is a doozy. Finally, a good hand. So yeah, Darksteel Citadel, Memnite, Opal, Springleaf Drum. Well, we could also just play turn 1 Overseer too. We'll see. We probably do still want turn 1 Overseer. Come on, Mox. Oh, no, not Mox Opal. Come on, Ornithopter? Land would be good too. Alright. We'll take that. Ooh, and a Ravager. Thankfully, we can play all these cards. So maybe we want turn 1 Ravager, protecting from removal. Or we can hold up Spell Pierce. I think what we're going to do is we're going to be a little greedy. And we're going to play Steel Overseer. The reason being is I think I'd rather hold open Spell Pierce to protect Ravager than Overseer. And if they don't have anything for this Overseer, we get to run away with the game. So it's a high variance play. The safe play is definitely Ockbound Ravager there. I'm playing to win, not playing to be safe. Shocking? Okay. Could be a destructive. Ooh, please be another 1-drop. Ah, it's not. Plating. Oh, well, they know we have plating. So we have access to 1, 2, 3, 4 mana next turn. I think we'd rather play Ravager. Oh, there's the Bolt. Yeah, now we definitely want to play Ravager. One, two. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. This does signal to our opponent that something's up, because, well, we would have had to tap something. So it signals at least that we're being cautious. And we are. But it probably is also sending their sensors off a bit that we might have interaction. Because getting a plating down, well, it really, we're sending a whole lot of signals. It could signal that we're holding up interaction. It could signal that we have nothing in hand beyond this plating next turn. I'm definitely blocking. Glimmer Void into, what's the next one? Vault Scourge. Oh, that's great. So we're going to block like this. And goodbye, play it. Springleaf Drum. You served your country well. So if they have a removal spell, they'll probably want to use it here. But we can opal still. Spell Pierce. Ooh, oh yes. What is it? Boros Charm? Not even the scariest use of it, but I'm very good just removing that from the battlefield here. Okay. One. Well. We could take 2 here. I think I'm okay taking 2 here and equipping Vault Scourge. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It forces them to use a burn spell on this Vault Scourge. It's not going to survive, obviously. Well, we'll see, actually. How ballsy are we? If we just put this 4 on there, it's going to be very hard for them to remove. I don't think we're that ballsy. I think our game plan is Ravager beatdowns. We're definitely blocking here, though. Etch Champion, that's a good draw. Now we're 100% blocking. If we can gain 6 here, I would be very happy. Wow, they let us gain 6? That seems great. Yeah. Yeah, that's essentially game over if you're playing against Burn. Vault Scourge is our single best creature. Not our single best, but it's the one creature I am always happy to see. That's good. Burn's actually kind of a rough matchup, so I'm very happy to have got that one. It could have been that opponent was trying to call my bluff, but like, or maybe their hand was full of air and they knew we were drawing an Etch Champion and they knew, like, it was going to be a very hard game for them to win unless they had multiple removal spells that turn. And I think using that Boros Charm defensively signaled that they really needed that thing to survive. So, okay, what do we got here? So while maybe, like, I think you do want to spell pierce Boros Charms, but you maybe don't always want to spell pierce. I think this is an okay keep. Spell pierce defensive Boros Charms. Sorry, I'm talking like 3 different things at once. The reason being is we have a Steel Overseer on turn 2. We can hold up Galvanic Blast on turn 1. Conversely, let's go for Explosion. Ooh. Oh, man. We mulliganed the safe hand, and now we're getting punished. Well, they mulliganed to 5, so let's join them. Alright. This is essentially our turn 1 hand. Game 1 hand. They keep 5, we'll keep 5. Hopefully, Mox Opal is a pretty good drop. Just hope that plating up Memnite. Signal Pass is good too. We'll keep that. Signal Pass pairs very well with our Memnite Ornithopters. Ooh, opponent just F6 through their turn, maybe? Or maybe they kept an Olander. We'll find out. The wonderful wide world of magic, friends. Sheevan Reef. Oh, is it Storm? Maybe they did keep an Olander. Well, the 2 boogeymen, Storm and Affinity. I guess Storm's more of a boogeyman. They top-bottomed. Plating, or Opal would be great. Anything that isn't a land, that's a great draw. I think we're gonna get this one, gang. So we're attacking for 8 here. 8, 9, 10. If we draw 1 artifact, we win. Well, now we just win next turn. So yeah, real high-powered battle here. A couple of mulligans. We mulliganed better than they did. Oh, they saw it. What we're drawing. Springleaf Drum. Alright, so we're going to operate under the assumption that's a Storm. Yeah, that's good too. I think we want all of our interactive spells. I don't know if we want to go super deep though. I think Steel Overseer, Mountain, Etch Champion I think is too slow. The thing is, we're going very high on colored sources, 8, 9, 10. It's kind of astronomical. I don't think we sideboard out Master of Ethereum, though. It's part of our quicker wins. So is Memnite. Maybe we leave out the Spell Pierces. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. We don't really want to be holding up mana. I think Thoughtseize is the better of the two, and these are both better than Spell Pierce. And that helps with our colored sources a little bit. I'm kind of hoping it is Storm. I mean, there's no other tier deck that plays those cards, but... Ooh, okay. So... Doesn't have a Haymaker against Storm, but Galvanic Blast can go a long way. We're going to keep... So we won on the Battle of Mulligan to 5, but can we win on the Battle of Sevens? Ooh. Interesting. Shock. So they either have Opt or a spell here. Lightning Bolt. We'll find out. I'm guessing it's Opt. Yep. Boom! Called it. Oh, brother. Excuse me. Sleight of hand resolves. He says to no one. So I'm actually going to lead on... Yeah, we're definitely doing this. Especially because they're only on one lander. Well, no. We're on... Yeah, they're on that one land. Yeah. So we're just going to go back-to-back Masters here. Attack in for 12 next turn? 12, 13? No, sorry, not next turn. We're attacking in for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, it is 12. Well, this is the mythical Storm losing to itself. This is the literal only time in your lives you're ever going to see this, ladies and gentlemen. So, can we... Hope you're enjoying it. Actually, let's see. This is going to be 3. This will be 2, 3. So it's the same. Okay. Now, bear in mind, Storm can still win with 2 lands. I pray to God they don't. And then Manamorphose. And then Manamorphose. If they Manamorphose into a... Shattering Spree. This is actually pretty good here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yowza, I played right into that. We still have the win, thankfully, but Shattering Spree was a great out for them. Galvanic Blast, though, is a hell of a card. We're going to win this. I'm still going to win this with style points. Boom. Obviously, we could just play Ornithopter there, and we don't have to do that. But when you see the opportunity for style points, always take them and tell them Tier Fund sent you every time. Get a style point, Tier Fund sent you. That'll be good. It'll help get my name out there, and you got a pretty sweet catchphrase to use in situations that call for such a sweet catchphrase. So yep, that's Affinity. It's still Affinity. It's still a great deck. If you're playing against Dredge, pack more Graveyard Hate than 1 Grafdigger's Cage, please. But yeah, I think I might actually run that Ravenous Trap sideboard plan I saw that I think it was some guy who someone who either 5-0'd a league or won a RPTQ with it. With all these. So what did I take out? I don't remember. Okay, so Thorn. Because as long as this is in your hand, you can always after the trap after a words. After a Gifts Ungiven, that's the one. After a Gifts Ungiven resolves, you can play this and you will get their graveyard. And they can't interact with it because they're just going to remand it, and you can just pay 0 again. And now you get a remand in their graveyard for your troubles. So it's a decent card against Storm. It's not great. There's definitely better hate cards against Storm, and I think the Thorn and the Eidolon are better hate cards. But it's decent against Storm, and it's also phenomenal against Dredge. So if you're expecting Dredge, which I don't know if it's seeing a rise or not, or if I just had a bad run-in, a bad apple. I just happened to see the Dredge man. But yeah, if your meta's playing Dredge, this is the card to run. And I am going to test it out because I want to see its applications in other matchups. But I guess we get rid of that. Anyways, that's Affinity. Hope you guys enjoyed our Tier 1 deck. We do play Tier 1 decks. I know I haven't for a while, but I like to switch between brews and established strategies. 1, to keep me sharp. 2, to keep you guys informed. And 3, because, you know, tasting all the colors of the rainbow of Magic is only going to be good for us all as players. So, yep, branch out. Play as much Magic and as much varied Magic as you can. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back again with the usual video tomorrow. It's probably going to be Modern, unless something weird happens. Oh, before I forget, for those of you who are still watching, I do have a poll up on my Twitter right now. Last I checked, of the formats people were most interested in seeing more of, Legacy was winning, but Pauper and Commander were, like, I think both one vote behind. There's not like a million votes, so yeah. So your next vote could sway my opinion or my schedule for what decks to play next. Anyways, it was good. It was good dusting off the old robots. I really like this deck. I always have a fun time playing it, even if maybe it doesn't look that way because I'm getting absolutely stomped sometimes. But yeah, that's half the fun. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you around. Bye. Beep boop. Bye. Goodbye. That's horrible. That's horrible. We're gonna edit that out.